Have you noticed how quickly the body changes after 50? Muscles lose strength, balance becomes shaky, and energy feels harder to hold onto. But here's the thing, you don't have to accept this decline as normal aging. In fact, it can be reversed. All it takes are just 3 proven exercises that anyone can do, anywhere. Stick with me, because these movements may be the key to staying strong, active, and independent as you age. Turning 50 can feel like a turning point. Suddenly, the body doesn't respond the way it used to. Simple tasks take more effort, and energy doesn't last as long. Many believe this decline is just aging, but that's not the full truth. With the right movement, you can rebuild strength, balance, and mobility at any age. The best part? You don't need a gym or equipment. Just 3 simple exercises, adaptable for any fitness level. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to do them and build a routine that works. Before we begin, comment your name and city below. 3 push-ups now. Let's move to one of the most powerful exercises you can do, the push-up. At first, you might think, that's too hard, or that's just a basic move. But push-ups are far from basic. They're one of the most effective ways to build strength without needing any equipment. This single exercise works your chest, shoulders, and triceps, the same muscles you use for everyday movements like pushing open a heavy door, lifting groceries, or getting up from the floor. Push-ups also strengthen your core and back, which are crucial for balance, posture, and protecting your spine. That's why push-ups remain one of the best all-around strength builders, especially as we get older. The standard push-up is simple in theory. Keep your body straight like a plank. Bend your elbows to lower yourself and push back up. But not everyone should start there, and that's perfectly fine. What matters is beginning at the right level for you and progressing step by step. If you're just starting out, begin with wall push-ups. Stand about an arm's length from the wall. Place your palms flat, bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall, then push back. Once that feels easier, move to incline push-ups with your hands on a sturdy surface like a table or countertop. As the surface gets lower, the exercise becomes more challenging. When you're ready, you can try knee push-ups on the floor, keeping your body straight from head to knees. From there, progress to the traditional push-up with your hands and feet on the ground. And if you want an extra challenge, you can try decline push-ups with your feet raised on a step or bench. Start small. Even 5 wall push-ups or 10 knee push-ups are a great beginning. Rest for about a minute between sets and listen to your body. Over time, you'll notice the difference. What felt impossible at first will gradually become easier, and soon you'll be ready to move up to the next variation. Push-ups are often called the king of upper body exercises. And once you make them part of your routine, you'll quickly see why. They build practical, everyday strength that carries over into your daily life. And if push-ups are the king of upper body strength, the next exercise we'll cover is just as important for your lower body. 2. Squats. If there's one exercise that directly shows how independent we are in everyday life, it's the squat. Think about how often you sit down and stand back up during the day, whether it's from a chair, the couch, or even the toilet. Or how many times you bend to pick something up off the floor, or lower yourself to reach a low shelf. Every one of those movements is a squat. That's why it's such an important exercise to keep practicing as we age. If we lose the ability to squat, we lose a big part of our independence. But the benefits of squats go far beyond burning calories or looking fit. Squats help strengthen your knees and hips, making the joints more stable and resilient. They also improve flexibility in the lower body, which naturally declines as we get older. Perhaps most importantly, squats stimulate the release of hormones like testosterone and growth hormone. These hormones are vital for maintaining and even building muscle. That matters because after 50, many people experience sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass with age. This is one of the main reasons older adults lose strength and mobility. Practicing squats regularly helps slow this process and also supports bone density, which reduces the risk of falls and fractures. If you're just getting back into exercise, start with the assisted squat. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, counter, or rail and lightly hold on for balance. Lower yourself slowly and with control, then rise back up. This version helps you practice proper movement while keeping you safe. As you get stronger, move to the bodyweight squat. Here, you don't hold on to anything. You rely only on your legs and core. Once that feels comfortable, you can add light weights like water bottles, small dumbbells, or even books for extra resistance. You can also challenge yourself simply by increasing repetitions. Good form is crucial with squats. Start with your feet about shoulder width apart and your toes turned slightly outward. As you lower your body, think about sitting back into a chair behind you. Breathing properly also makes a difference. Inhale deeply as you lower yourself, filling your abdomen with air. Exhale with steady control as you stand back up. This technique not only improves oxygen flow to your muscles, but also helps stabilize your core. Since your leg muscles are naturally stronger and more resistant to fatigue, you can usually do more squats than push-ups. For beginners, a good starting point is 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. As your strength builds, work your way up to 3 or 4 sets. Rest for 90 to 180 seconds between sets, depending on how challenging the previous round felt. Always prioritize good form over numbers. Progress is measured not only by reps, but also by how much easier everyday tasks feel. Before we move on to the third and final exercise, which focuses directly on core strength, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Staying connected to reliable, science-based fitness information will keep you motivated, safe and consistent on your journey to a stronger, healthier life. Planks. When people think of the core, they usually picture six-pack abs. But the core is much more than that. It's an entire group of muscles that includes the deep abdominals, the obliques on the sides, the lower back, the diaphragm, and even some of the hip muscles. All of these work together to support your spine, keep your balance, and help transfer strength between your upper and lower body. The benefits don't stop there. Doing planks regularly can improve your posture, reduce back pain, give you better balance, and even make other exercises, like squats and push-ups, more effective. Everything in your body works more smoothly when your core is strong. The standard plank looks a lot like the starting position of a push-up, except your forearms rest on the floor instead of your hands. Your elbows should be right under your shoulders, your feet about hip width apart, and your body forming a straight line from head to heels. It sounds simple, but if you hold this position for just 30 seconds, you'll quickly feel how powerful it is. A weekly routine now that we've covered the 3 key movements: push-ups, squats, and planks. Let's talk about how to fit them into a weekly routine. The goal is to stay consistent while also giving your body enough time to recover, especially if you're over 50. Here's a simple plan to follow. Monday. Warm up for about 5 minutes with light walking or gentle joint mobility drills. Do 3 sets of push-ups, using whichever variation fits your level, 3 sets of squats, and then 2 sets of planks. End with a few minutes of stretching. Tuesday. Make this an active recovery day. Go for a 20 to 30 minute walk at a comfortable pace, or do some light stretching. These recovery days are just as important as workout days. Wednesday. Start with a warm-up. Then, focus first on 3 sets of squats, maybe adding a few more reps than Monday. Move on to 3 sets of planks, trying to hold a little longer than before. Finish with 2 sets of push-ups. This order balances the workload since planks already engage your core heavily. Thursday, another active recovery day. Walking, stretching, or mobility work. These sessions support circulation, protect your joints, and keep you consistent long-term. Friday, warm up for 7 to 8 minutes. Then do a circuit. 1 set of push-ups, 1 set of squats, and 1 set of planks, moving from one to the next with little rest. Repeat the circuit 3 times. This format adds a gentle cardio challenge while keeping things interesting. End with stretches and deep breathing. This weekly plan hits all the major muscle groups, builds strength and stability, and supports mobility. It also gives you enough rest to recover properly, which is especially important as we age. If this video gave you value, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. We'll keep sharing simple, science-backed tips to help you stay strong, mobile, and independent at every stage of life.